Mindfulness Monday. Let's just jump right on into it. So, why I keep saying so? I say so a lot, but it's okay. I want to talk about the difference between weight loss versus fat loss. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because for the longest time, I thought that they meant the same thing. So, let's get right into it. There is a huge difference between weight loss and fat loss. And it took me a while to switch up my mindset around what weight loss is and what fat loss is until I started to really invest in myself and invest in this journey and started looking at my no scale victories. Alright, so here is the big difference between weight loss and fat loss. Huge. Weight loss is the number that you see on a scale. Fat loss is the number that you see when you get your BMI done or when you have other measurements done. You see that difference when you get like a body scan done, a bod pod, or like the water submerged, to see what the difference between your fat and your muscle and the oxygen level in your body. I don't know what any of that stuff is called. I am not a trainer. I just train myself to know the difference between what somebody is telling me, even though they may have every good intention, but I research. I'm a social worker, people. I love to do research and I love to find out what exactly you're telling me and understand it for myself. So what I did find out, what I understood is that a lot of trainers talk about weight loss. Weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. What's the number one thing that they do to you when you go there? They put you on the scale. They want to see how much you weigh. Man, that's so discouraging. And this is my opinion. I don't care if you don't agree with me or not, but this is how I got through, and this is what has kept me from putting the weight back on. Okay? It has kept me from gaining that fat back. So, if you don't like what I'm saying, bye. But if you really want to know the secret to how to keep fat off of your body and not focus on the weight anymore, then just continue to listen. Alright, that's my little rant. I think I'm done. I might not be, but we'll see. So, the first thing that you do when you go anywhere to get trained is they put you on a scale. And they show you that number and they say, so what is your ideal number that you want to get down to? What is your goal weight? How many times have you heard that? What's your goal weight? How many times have you said that to yourself? Which is completely unrealistic if you think about your body composition, which is different from everyone else's, and what you have to do based on your body type to lose fat. So the reason why hearing weight is something that you have to change your mindset around is because hearing what is your weight, what's your weight goal, or what that number on a scale, what are we going to do about that? X that out. I want you to change your mindset around what you're doing with your body to encompass fat loss. Stop saying weight loss. Start saying fat loss. I'm telling you, it's a shorter word anyways, and it's a lot easier concept to get around. So this is why I say fat loss all the time, and I will always stress to anyone who asks me about fat loss. The reason being is that I can go and I can stand on that scale, and that scale is going to tell me how much weight my entire body weighs, from my fat, my skin, the water I'm retaining at that time. And women, we retain water. Something men don't do. We retain water, the water that you're retaining, your organs, just everything that's in your body. It could even be the clothes that you have on that day. That is all going to go into the weight that is on the scale. I switched it up. I started going to get a bod pod done, And I also now get like a 3D body scan done at the gym that I go to. And that 3D body scan tells me my BMI. It tells me my posture, which is off. It tells me my measurements from top to bottom, so I don't even have to do my measurements myself. So it gives me all that. It also tells me what I can do to improve my fat loss. It also tells me what my oxygen level. It tells you a whole bunch of things. So, and I'm not an expert on that, but what I will tell you is that what I have gained from these things is that I know how much muscle I have in my body, and I know how much fat I have in my body. So when you switch up and start saying fat loss, what you want to do essentially is lose fat. The weight loss that you have always thought about and have been conditioned to think that it's about weight is actually fat loss that you're going for. You're trying to lose that fat that is around your midsection or your thighs or whatever it may be. That is what you're actually trying to lose, not the weight. And again, I will say this because I have been through that whole transition of thinking that it had to be about weight, but it's really about fat loss. So when you focus on fat loss, you're focusing on the fat that is in your body versus the muscle gain, versus your organs and how much those weigh, how much water you have in your body. Everyone's different. We're all made up differently. That is what you're focusing on when you're focusing on fat loss. So if you have an opportunity to get one of those body scans, and I will put a link down in the description of the two places that I go to get the body scans. Are both different, but the one place that I'm going to mainly now is the gym in GAHANNA. They have the 3D scan and they do all the measurements. Oh, wonderful. I love getting all the measurements done because that is how I see whether or not I'm losing fat, I'm gaining muscle, my muscle tone. Like, that is how I gauge my journey. I stopped gauging my journey on the scale. Yes, I still weigh myself, but I kind of just weigh myself now just because it's like a hee-hee, ha-ha type of thing. Like, what's the scale gonna say today? But I shouldn't do that because I always do legs. I do some part of my legs every day. And again, don't judge me. If you coming for me and you got something to say because I do some part of my legs every day, you don't know me. You don't know what I can do. You don't know how much of a beast I be in the gym and how you don't know. You don't. So, okay, back to the regular scheduled program. Alright, so I do legs, some part of my legs, almost every single day. I definitely do cardio every day. And because of that, my legs are heavy. When I get on the scale in the morning, it can say anywhere between 207 to 210. I do legs. I come home, I'm now 214 to 215, 212. Like, my weight goes up after I do legs. If I do a very intense, heavy upper body workout where I'm doing the bench, my weight goes up. My weight fluctuates depending upon what type of workout that I do. If I do straight cardio, and come home and weigh myself, my weight either stays the same or I lose a couple of pounds. And that is because water weight. I'm losing water from sweating and being drenched. I lose that water weight. So I stop focusing on the scale. You have to focus on fat loss. Okay? This is also a mindset trick that will completely change the game for you. If you change the game and change your mindset around weight loss versus fat loss, it opens up a whole new world for you. Because you will see that you're toning your body. You will see that your clothes are fitting better. You will see that your measurements are coming in. There's no scale victories. That's what that means. No scale victories. Okay? Focus on those. Focus on if you feel better. Don't focus on the weight. And this is also something else I want you to not focus on. The time. The time that it takes you to lose weight. There are so many ads out there that I've seen. There's so many people that are saying, oh, quick fix, you can lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Let's be realistic. That's drastic for your body. That's drastic to take your body through. Bodybuilders, people who are in competitions, yes, they do that because it's that drastic last cut that they have to do in order to get their body down to what they want it to be down to for a competition. Yes, they do that. Wrestlers, yes, they do that because they have to make weight. You don't have to make weight. If you're focused on changing your life forever and being healthy forever, this is a lifestyle change. If you own a house, you know it's 30 years to pay off your mortgage. It might be less than that, but you have 30 years to pay off your mortgage. So you may be a person who takes your time and does stuff around your house, and this is, you know, you do things, and you have all this time. You have time to invest in your property. Take the time to invest in yourself. Change your mindset thinking that you have to lose weight really quick. 30 days is just a jump start. 30 days is just the beginning. That's why I always do 72, 90 days, because I know I'm not really going to see a big difference or a slight difference until I'm at my 90 days or I'm at my 72 days. And also know I'm not perfect. And I want to live. I want to live my life. If I'm losing fat and I'm trying to get healthy, I'm taking the time out to to know myself and to experiment with different things, different foods, you know, what works for me, what makes me feel better, what doesn't make me feel better. I'm doing all that during this time period. But in my first 30 days, I'm figuring out what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And then the next 30 days, I'm saying, hey, you know what? This worked in the beginning. I like this. I'm gonna take this with me. I'm gonna carry that along, and I'm gonna use that again. Or I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to do that anymore. So give yourself time and give yourself grace, because you give yourself time and you give yourself grace when you're investing in a property or you're investing in a car and you're making those payments. Losing fat and being on a healthy lifestyle change is the same thing. So we have to change our mindset around that. Alright, so I can go on forever, and I probably will like pick up and say something about this later on, you know, as things come up. But I just wanted to take the time and get out there and say that let's change our mindset around weight loss and fat loss. And I want to hear y'all say fat loss. Get rid of that weight loss. Knock it out. Get rid of the scale. Yes, I still have a scale. Yes, I still use it from time to time. But my scale also has BMI on there. It also tells me how much water I'm retaining in my water. How much water I'm retaining in my water. How much water I'm retaining in my body. And it also tells me, what else does it tell me? I think my muscles. Yeah, it tells me like the muscle weight. So get a scale like that at home if you're going to get a scale. Don't get one that just tells you the weight. Or don't weigh yourself at all and go to the gym, which I'm listing below, and get a body scan done. Okay? If you have any questions, comments, anything, like, share, subscribe. Let's do this. Alright? I mean, I'm on my journey of now gaining muscle, and like I see, like, I didn't have this definition before. I just want to tell y'all that. So but I'm on my mission to gain muscle. Also, hit me up if you have any questions. But the best way of keeping up with me is tune in for my Mindset Mondays. And if you want to know something or you want my opinion on something, drop me a comment below and I will definitely tackle that on one of my Mindfulness Mondays or my relationship series with my hubby. Or, you know, if you want to know a good workout to do, just let me know. And I I will help you out. Alright, so you all go have a wonderful day. You are beautiful. Okay? Know that. Fat loss. Change the mindset. No more weight loss. Alright. Have a wonderful day, beautiful people. Welcome to my first. Bear, stop! Go watch Daddy wash the car. I'm trying to do this video right now, but I have to bribe Bear in order to get him to act right. But you know what? That's the way things roll.